Hey everyone, today on People Now, beloved 90210 star Shannen Doherty reveals her cancer is back. We'll tell you what we've learned.
Bachelor drama, why Cosmopolitan is pulling their Bachelor cover because of Victoria F. Plus, Dr. Travis Stork and her panel break down Monday night's long episode.
Lachey responds to Jessica Simpson's intimate revelations from her new memoir.
We go inside Kim and Kanye's futuristic mansion.
Plus, Olympic figure skating champion Scott Hamilton telling us how his new children's book is helping parents talk to kids about cancer.
That and more live today on People Now.
Hey, happy Tuesday, everyone. Welcome to People Now. Great to see you. Jam-packed show today.
Yes, a lot of Bachelor talk.
Lots of Bachelor talk.
A lot of Bachelor hours going in this week.
That's true. Bachelor controversy. Let's talk about this. Cosmopolitan magazine has decided not to publish its promised Bachelor cover. Bachelor contestant Victoria Fuller, or Victoria F., was supposed to grace the cover of the magazine's March digital issue after winning a group date on Monday night's episode. We saw that play out. Turns out the mag decided to pull it after learning that Fuller had allegedly been linked to a clothing brand that featured the slogan White Lives Matter a few years back. Cosmo's editor-in-chief Jessica Pelz defended the magazine's decision, saying in a statement, quote, "We stand in solidarity with Black Lives Matter and any cause that fights to end injustices for people of color." Pelz explains that she and her team were initially unaware of who their models were going to be, adding that she didn't meet them until they were ready to start the shoots. Pelz reveals that she, too, found out about Victoria F's past modeling stint just a few weeks ago. Should be noted that some of Victoria F's photos from the shoot still did appear on Cosmo's website, as well as a Q&A with Peter. ABC did not immediately respond to People's request for comment about that cover, and Fuller has not publicly commented on that modeling campaign either. All right, stick with us, guys. We are breaking down Monday night's episode of The Bachelor with former Bachelor and host of The Doctors, Dr. Travis Stork. Stick around for that. A lot to come.
Yes, we'll definitely be talking about the drama between Tammy and Kelsey in last night's episode. But first, we want to know, do you think that Tammy should have gone home after the chaos?
You can vote in our People poll and tweet us your thoughts. Use the hashtag PeopleNow. We're going to check in on that later. For now, though, we move on to this. Nick Lachey wishes his ex-wife Jessica Simpson nothing but the best. On Monday, Nick stopped by the Today Show with his wife, Vanessa Lachey, to chat about their new Netflix series. It's called Love is Blind. During the interview, Hoda Kotb asked Nick if he knew about some of the revelations that Jessica writes about in her new memoir called Open Book, including intimate details about their marriage and split in 2005. Here's how Nick responded.
I'll be honest, I obviously haven't read the book, right. So I don't know what she said or what she revealed there, but certainly happy, for her and her life. I know she is happy for us.
Nick went on to explain that they share a mutual respect and they've both moved on. A lot of people also talking about this moment of confusion in the interview, which stemmed from Hoda asking about a claim from the book that Nick and Vanessa had sent Jessica a gift to celebrate an unnamed life milestone. Take a look.
You said somebody sent her, because now it's like, it wasn't us, but thank you for sent it from us.
Yeah, so she got something nice from you guys after, I don't remember, after some moment in her life, and she thought it was sweet.
There you go. I guess it's all good. A little awkward. I think Vanessa handled that well.
Yeah, for sure.
In Jessica Simpson's new book, she writes candidly about her relationship with Nick, who she met in 1998 and married in 2002. Their marriage was showcased on the MTV reality show Newlyweds, the best reality show they've ever done, in my humble opinion. Don't at me. In an interview with People, she called him her first love, adding, "We really got crushed by the media and by ourselves." Jessica's now married to former football star Eric Johnson. They share 3 kids. Olivia Culpo is urging her fans to help 16-year-old Lexi Altobelli, who lost her mother, father, and little sister in the helicopter crash last weekend that killed 6 others, including Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna. On Monday, Culpo shared a photo with Lexi on Instagram, directing people to a GoFundMe campaign set up for the Altobelli family. She captioned the post in part, "No amount is too small. Even the smallest amount symbolizes your support and love for a family who really needs it right now. If you can't donate, please hold Lexi and her brother and all of the other families involved in this tragedy in your heart." And she added, "I know thoughts and prayers can go a long way." As of Tuesday morning, the campaign has raised more than half of its $500,000 goal. John Altobelli was the head baseball coach at Orange Coast College, where he, his wife Carrie, and their 3 children, Alyssa, Lexi, and JJ, were known as the first family of the school. John, Carrie, and Alyssa all died in that helicopter crash on January 26th. Let's move on to this. Shannen Doherty has revealed that her breast cancer has returned. In an interview with ABC News that aired on Good Morning America Tuesday, Doherty opened up about coming to terms with her relapse. She said, quote, "It's going to come out in a matter of days or a week that I'm stage 4. I don't think I've processed it. It's a bitter pill to swallow in a lot of ways." That was her quote. Doherty exclusively revealed to People that she was first diagnosed with breast cancer in 2015. Then in 2017, she announced that she was in remission. At that time, she was pragmatic about the possibility of her cancer returning. She said, quote, "Reoccurrences happen all the time." Throughout her cancer journey, Doherty kept fans updated on social media by sharing her thoughts, her experiences, and her progress. But with this news, she said she initially tried to keep it somewhat private. One reason for that was the death of her friend and Beverly Hills 90210 co-star Luke Perry, who died in March of 2019. She says that it was weird for her to be diagnosed and then to see someone who was, quote, seemingly healthy pass away first. Doherty says that participating in that show's TV reboot, which aired last year on Fox, was the least she could do to honor Perry, and also an opportunity for her to prove that she could continue to work despite her health. She says this, "Our life doesn't end the minute we get that diagnosis. We still have some living to do." Back in August 2017, she shared an Instagram post along those same lines. She wrote, "Back on set today. It's been a rough 2 years fighting cancer. As an actor, people bench you. They assume you're too weak, not able. And yet it's something like work that invigorates and renews strength to conquer the unimaginable beast." We, of course, wish her all the best during this difficult time. We move on to that controversial or somewhat chaotic Iowa Democratic Party, that caucus. The party saying that coding issue is to blame for the delay in results from the Iowa caucus. In a statement released Tuesday morning, the party revealed that the app that was being used to collect and report data had a coding issue in its reporting system. So the statement confirms that the issue was identified and fixed, and that the issue did not impact the ability of precinct chairs to report data accurately. They also confirmed that they plan on releasing the results as soon as possible today. The statement comes after voters in Iowa spent hours Monday night picking a winner. Candidates did not wait for the party to sort the results out. They've already shifted their focus to the next battleground in New Hampshire. Before they left Iowa, though, many gave speeches to address their supporters. Former Vice President Joe Biden saying his team was feeling good and suggested the final results would be close. Meanwhile, Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders told his supporters that he had a good feeling that they would be doing, quote, very, very well once those results came out. Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren admitting that the race was too close to call and the road won't be easy, but promised, quote, "We are built for the long haul." Former mayor of South Bend, Indiana, Pete Buttigieg, might have been the most confident of them all, saying that they didn't know all the results, but he said, quote, "We know by the time it's all said and done, Iowa, you have shocked the nation." And he added, "By all indications, we're going to New Hampshire victorious." We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Andrea, you've got more for us in Star Trek.
I do. We are kicking off Star Trek today with some behind-the-scenes footage of right before Jennifer Lopez took the stage for the Super Bowl halftime show. Take a look. Amped, right?
Yeah.
And think about how nervous you'd be like right before, or how excited too. That's really cool behind the scenes there. J-Lo shared this footage Monday night on her YouTube channel. It was great to see her pumping up the crew and other performers ahead of the big show. But just like during the performance, it was all eyes on J-Lo's daughter, Emmy. The doting mother can be seen kissing and hugging Emmy before the two start walking towards the football field. Really special moment. Then later on, Emmy and J-Lo can be seen jumping around to warm themselves up before they hit the stage. J-Lo also shared the same video on her Instagram and captioned it in part, "All I want my girls, little girls on the stage with me and all over the world to know is how to use their voices and be proud of everything they are." Emmy performed a rendition of her mom's hit song, Let's Get Loud, and Bruce Springsteen's Born in the USA during the show. At only 11 years old.
Right? Like, how do you even put that in perspective as an 11-year-old, right?
Did you perform at 11?
Yeah, not at Super Bowl.
Yeah, I wish I did.
Yeah. Good for her, though. I mean, she killed it. Yeah.
Yeah, now watch this.
Why did I write these stupid love letters?
I think it's exciting.
I have a boyfriend.
Almost every one of my love affairs overlapped with another one.
Nobody compares to you. I thought having a boyfriend meant the idea of other boys left your mind completely. I didn't want to be thinking about what might have been, but I was.
I can stick around and help clean up.
No, I think I can help my girlfriend clean up.
Ooh, P.S. Your favorite Netflix romantic comedy duo is together again. On Monday night, Lana Condor and Noah Centineo reunited for the premiere of their upcoming film, To All the Boys, P.S. I Still Love You. It's the sequel to their hugely popular romantic comedy, To All the Boys I've Loved Before. The co-stars and real-life best friends walked the pink carpet together at the Egyptian Theater in Los Angeles. Lana wore a retro black and white polka dot dress with puffed sleeves and a belted waist. Noah joined his co-star in a navy blue fitted suit. I love their friendship. I mean, they might not be a couple in real life. Definitely look great together on the carpet. Very supportive.
I like his buzz cut.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. New look, new hair. The highly anticipated sequel starts streaming on Netflix February 12th. New couple Lara Jean and Peter find themselves wrapped up in a love triangle when another recipient of Lara Jean's old love letters re-enters her life, John Ambrose, played by Jordan Fisher. Let's see what happens there. We can't wait. All right, moving on to this. Sheryl Sandberg is engaged. A rep for Sandberg tells people that the Facebook chief operating officer is set to tie the knot with boyfriend Tom Bernthal. A source close to the couple tells people that they got engaged after a mountain hike and picnic lunch at Vermejo Park Ranch in New Mexico on Saturday. The source adds, quote, they took a hike together on their very first date, so they recreated that moment and got engaged at the end of a long hike. Love that, full circle. Bernthal popped the question with a ring that features 5 tiny hidden diamonds underneath the setting to represent each of their 5 children. That's a really special touch. Bernthal is the founder and CEO of the Los Angeles-based strategic consulting agency Kelton Global. The couple have been dating since last spring, were introduced by Sandberg's former brother-in-law, Rob Goldberg, who is the brother of Sandberg's late husband, Dave, who died in 2015. A source tells people that Sandberg and Bernthal just clicked right away and have been completely committed to each other since they met. Very happy for them. And those are your Star Tracks for today.
All right, stay with us. Former figure skater Scott Hamilton is here. We're talking all about his new children's book. Can't wait for that discussion. Plus, a lot went down on Monday night's episode of The Bachelor. We're recapping it all with former Bachelor himself, Dr. Travis Stork. All right, we are kicking off Heart Monitor today with one supportive couple.
Yes, on Monday night, Jessica Biel was joined by her husband, Justin Timberlake, in Los Angeles at the season 3 premiere of her acclaimed TV series, The Sinner.
It was the couple's first public event together since Timberlake apologized to Biel after he was seen holding hands with his Palmer co-star Alicia Wainwright. It was during a night out in New Orleans in November.
With the dramas in the past, Biel also posed with her co-stars on the red carpet, looking great there.
Then, while inside, Timberlake and Biel were inseparable, according to insiders. At the premiere's after party, they were spotted holding hands and affectionately touching one another while they chatted with the show's cast and crew. They even snapped photos with friends before heading home.
On Friday, Biel posted a loving tribute to Timberlake on her Instagram in celebration of his birthday. She captioned a series of photos of the couple. She said, "Happy birthday to the most timeless man I know. You somehow grow up without growing old. We love you so much." That's very sweet.
Yeah. All right, Valentine's Day. It's a little over a week away. We want to kind of help you get ready with a few tips for making the most of the romantic holiday.
All right, according to the National Retail Federation, candy is the #1 gift on V-Day. But no matter where you buy your chocolates from, sometimes it's hard to navigate the box and get straight to the good stuff. So some guidelines here. Oval or round-shaped pieces often have soft centers because the filling is piped or scooped before being dipped in chocolate.
So colorful designs hint at what's inside. Orange for orange flavors. A sprinkle of green might hint at matcha. We don't know for sure, but that's the general rule. Soft caramels are often square and chewier caramels are generally rectangular. Interesting. So I like the chewy, so look for the rectangle.
Okay.
Nut-filled chocolates are the easiest to spot. You know this. They got that chunky, bumpy texture. You know what's in there.
Wow, you're an expert, Jeremy. I like this. And if you're still looking for that perfect gift, we suggest going with something that smells good, like perfume or cologne. So studies have shown that there's a strong connection between scent and memory, so it'll be a gift to remember.
Most V-Day dining reservations are made 11 days ahead of time, according to OpenTable. We are 10 days out right now. If you haven't already, you better get booking. But if you miss making a reservation in time, don't worry. We've actually got the perfect advice for turning your bed into the coziest spot in the house so you can Netflix and chill in style.
Yeah, the director of housekeeping at the Four Seasons Resort Orlando at Walt Disney World explained to people the top 3 things to know. So #1, pick linens wisely. Luxury hotels use Egyptian cotton sheets with a 300 to 350 thread count.
Bad thread count can destroy the vibe.
Not gonna happen.
Choose a mix of pillows. Using both down and feather pillows will give your bed a plush look, and maybe it'll give options, soft or more firm pillows. You can make it look inviting as well. Here's an insider secret we learned. Get rid of wrinkles by filling a spray bottle with water. Lightly mist the duvet and the pillowcases. pull on the sides. Voila!
There you go.
No wrinkles in bed, everybody.
So flowers are always a classic on Valentine's Day, but make sure you order them early. So 1-800-Flowers.com says you'll have to pay more the longer you wait. So get them now.
Yeah, if you don't order roses online, the grocery store can also be a great place to pick up flowers last minute. I've got some of the most amazing flowers at grocery store on the 11th
easy,
hour.
it's right there.
Red roses are, of course, classic. Options like gladiolas and lilies are just as romantic and particularly long-lasting. So when you show up without the roses, say, no, I heard these are equally romantic.
You can get all these tips and more in this week's issue of People on newsstands now. And that's all for today's Heart Monitor.
All right, you know him as an iconic American figure skating champion, and as an Olympic gold medalist, he's also a cancer survivor and an activist.
Yes, and now he's the author of a touching and very important children's book, Fritzy Finds a Hat. It's on bookstands now. Please welcome to People Now, Scott Hamilton. Thank you so much for being here.
Good to see you. Yeah, everybody. He's here. We were commenting about, look, we're always into fashion here at People, but we love the look, and you said...
Very professorial.
Professor Scott Hamilton.
But yeah, if it's a book launch, you gotta look like...
Book smart?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, and you are, and it's very sharp.
Pull it off.
On point. Hey, today's very serious. On a more serious and meaningful note, today's World Cancer Day. Dealing with cancer, obviously a theme within your book. Before we get into all that, one of the big headlines for us here at People has been Shannen Doherty revealing the stage 4 cancer. When you hear that headline, what goes through your mind?
Well, I just want whoever is going through the cancer to get the best treatment possible. And it's a hard thing to navigate. You know, most people I know when they're given that cancer diagnosis say, get it now, I want it out now, what are we gonna do, what are we gonna do? And maybe the person sitting across the desk isn't the best person to treat you. So I'm always saying, take a breath, process the information, and now learn everything you possibly can about your condition and the best way to go after it. And you know, it's like I'm all about, you know, there's always been second opinions. I'm about 7 opinions. Mm-hmm. You know, if we can get out and really get an intimate understanding of what's going on in our bodies, then we can make the best choice possible to get back to health and to conquer whatever's happening.
As someone who's been very outspoken about your personal journey, would you have any message for Shannen Doherty, any words of encouragement?
You know, actually, joy, laughter, you know, whatever you're going through, you know, you have the next opportunity to breathe. So really just take that as, you know, surround yourself with people that are going to make you laugh and be with the people you love the most and just enjoy every moment of your life. You know, our bodies are incredibly fragile, yet phenomenally resilient, but ultimately temporary. And I say this all the time. And so in every moment, be joyful and try to find the good in everything and really try to be positive and optimistic, because cancer loves negativity. Cancer loves an acidic environment. So the more that we can, you know, create a positive, joyful environment, to me, that's, you know, it's like, take that. Take that. No, you're not going to rob my joy. Yeah. Take that.
Yeah, right.
That's a great message. Yeah.
How are you today?
I'm good. You know, I'm still here. You know, I have this unique hobby of collecting life-threatening illness, and it's kind of what I'm becoming. I'm probably known more for that now than my skating career, which is fine. But, you know, it's like I lost my mom to cancer, and I became a fundraiser. And then 20 years later, I had cancer, and then I decided to become more of an activist. It's like we can totally change this. We just got to, you know, roll up our sleeves, get to work, and really find people that feel the same way we do about what's next.
Yeah, and you have this book, which I think, first of all, I love the cover. It's so adorable. Fritzy Finds a Hat. Now, it really helps parents talk to their children about their cancer diagnosis. When did this come about?
Well, it came about a couple years ago. It takes a while to get these things off the ground. And Mary Copping from the Moffitt Cancer Center, you know, this was her kind of baby, her idea. And it's all inspired off my mother's, you know, her diagnosis and the way we approached it. And then it's all about problem solving. It's like, you know, for kids, you know, it's really important that they understand that they can help their parents. It's not that, you know, their parents are, you know, no, they only help me. No, I can help them. Mm-hmm. And it's a book about problem solving. It's a book about taking a difficult circumstance and trying to make the best of it. And, you know, Fritzy's mom is diagnosed with cancer. You know, she says, I'm probably going to lose my hair to the treatments. And he goes, I'm going to find the perfect hat. from my mom. And he goes on this quest to find the perfect hat. It's really sweet. Yeah. It's beautifully written. The illustrations of all the hats are Brad Paisley and his 2 sons. And it took a village to put this thing together. Sure. And I'm here to shout it from the rooftops that Fritzy Find a Hat it's really a great read for parents to talk about, things with their children, for children to know that they can take ownership of a situation and solve a problem.
Let's talk about the proceeds. You mentioned there a little bit the Moffitt Cancer Center and the Scott Hamilton Cares Foundation, both benefiting from the sales of the book, correct?
And it's all of that to go towards research.
Right.
Research and more research. For me, the silver bullet for cancer is an immune response to cancer. It's teaching our own immune systems how to fight the cancer itself. And if we can uplift research, if we can take it to the next level and save lives and change the way people look at cancer and are treated for cancer, then we've truly done our jobs. And this is just another way to talk about it, another way to raise funds for it, and another way to change the world.
Yeah, and you mentioned before, Brad Paisley did some illustrations, right? I didn't even know that he did that.
He's an artist.
Yeah.
It's like for all you that, go to his house. No, it's crazy. No, it's just, he loves art. He loves painting. If you're in Bridgestone Arena, and there's a concourse where he and another local artist, Rob Hendon, who does all the a Nashville guitar sheet kind of stuff, they did a whole mural on a wall there. And he loves art, and his children are great artists. Each of his sons did one of the hats for the book, so it's really sweet.
And how did you 2 first link up? You've been friends for a while.
We've been friends for a long time. We met through a mutual friend. It's like such name dropping. I'm sorry.
No, we're asking. We're making you do it.
No. But it's like Bill Shatner is a dear friend, and Bill did a cameo in one of Brad's videos, and then I met Brad through Bill, and then we became close friends, and we're living in LA. We had our first child, and we're telling Brad and Kim that I don't know if we want to raise our son in LA, and they said move to Nashville, and we said, okay, here we go. So we've been in Nashville for 15 years, and really I'm now embedded in the community. I'm doing a million different things, and we have, my cancer foundation is based in Nashville. We're a national foundation. We love Moffitt Cancer Center. They're so inventive, so unique in the way they approach this issue of cancer, and they're really good at a lot of things. And so this book came of that friendship, and we're here to change the world.
Are you all country music now on the playlist?
All country? No, are you kidding me? I grew up in the Rust Belt. I'm all kind of like classic rock and roll.
There you go. All right.
And what I love is they have this great venue, the Ryman Auditorium, and I see ZZ Top there for the last. It was like, this is really cool. All these rock things where I grew up, but I love country music. I run into everybody all the time. I went into the Apple Store at Christmas, and one of the members of ZZ Top is like walking in with me. And I go, "How are you?" And he goes, "I'm great." It's like, okay, that's all I'm going to do. Because that's what you do in Nashville. You go, "How are you?" "Good." "Okay, it's over." And I walk in, and I ran. And one of the brothers Osborne was in the Apple Store, and he goes, "Hey, how you doing?" It's like, "I'm great. Come with me." And he goes, "I saw him." And it's and they did my cancer benefit a couple years ago, and
it's just like this community, right?
It's this great community where people are allowed to just be.
Yeah.
And they have this really funny expression called germing, and germing is when you have a really unfortunate, too long episode with a celebrity that it's really awkward for.
Oh, wait, go be on your welcome, right? Stay beyond your welcome.
It's like I go to the grocery store. They go, "You're the skater?" And I go, "Yes, ma'am." They go, "Well, I hope you're having a blessed day." And that's it. I go, "Thank you."
So that's not too far, right?
No, it's great.
That was the perfect
That's
amount.
it. It's like, it's a very interactive community without being intrusive.
I love
What's
it.
the term again?
A germ.
Germ. Okay, so don't be a germ.
Kind of Nashville, it's like, germing is like, I germed one time and I've never.
Did you germ? Who did you germ with?
Don't make me bring it up.
Let's do it.
No, it makes me uncomfortable because I had 3 heroes that I based my skating career on. 3. Okay, Neil Diamond for his joy of his craft, and he showed it every time he was on stage. It's I want to be like that. Bruce Springsteen, who I just love and adore, who built an audience the old blue-collar way. I'm just going to get out there and put on a show like no other, and people are going to, awesome. And the third one was Robert Plant from Led Zeppelin. And Robert Plant he likes to take chances, and he does things that have never been done, and he just wants to be inventive, and I go, I want to be like that. So I was in an elevator in Cleveland one time, and I introduced myself to Robert Plant, and I just blew it. I blew it in such a bad way that it's still like, I'm starting to sweat.
I know, you can't even talk about it.
No, it's rough. And so I was in, 2 years after that unfortunate circumstance, I'm in Whole Foods, and he's walking right towards me. And I just kept going.
It's like, I'm not going to do it again. And the worst part about being in an elevator, you have to like live in it as the elevator slowly moves.
Really
oh no.
But what was really funny about that, and here's what I love my wife. This is 2 years after the elevator incident, and I got in my car and I called her up and I go, I'm leaving Whole Foods now. You'll never guess what I just survived. And she said, you saw Robert Plant.
And you didn't blow it.
No, I didn't blow it this time.
It's so good to talk to you.
Really,
we want to talk more. We're out of time. But
Thank you
your
so
family, your
much.
career, everything about it. No, it's good.
What do you want to talk about?
We'll talk about it later. We'll do it
Congratulations on this book. Thank you so much for releasing this and everything. And everyone, Fritzy Finds a Hat is out on bookshelves now, so check it out.
Kim Kardashian West and Kanye West are no ordinary homeowners. The couple are revealing details about their $60 million mansion to Architectural Digest's March Star Power issue.
Kim first spotted the extravagant house in 2013 while walking with North. She thought the house was perfection. Kanye was less enthused and felt it was workable.
Yeah, make some changes here. It turns out they did an extensive renovation on it, which actually left the couple living with Kim's mom, Kris, for nearly 3 years. Is that workable? Guess so.
know.
Now Kanye describes the intentionally spare property as a futuristic Belgian monastery.
But according to Kanye, there was an additional 8-month stay with Kris due to their master bath renovations. Kanye reveals that Kris thought Kanye and Kim needed a bigger bathroom, which he agreed. Kanye says the master bathroom is now his favorite room, calls it most similar to the futuristic concept of their house.
I like that. And Kim revealed that despite living in the home for over 2 years now, she has never been in the pool. What? Check this out.
When was the last time you used a pool?
I've never used our pool, actually.
What?
Yeah, can you believe that? But I love our pool. You know, we don't have a jacuzzi.
Can you believe that? Can you believe we don't have a jacuzzi?
We just made sure that it's hot all the time.
I'd rather have a jacuzzi than a pool.
Why doesn't she use it?
I don't know.
I think she should. Get in there,
Get in there.
Kim. Fans also get a glimpse of Northwest's very pink and very pretty bedroom. The bedding, furniture, walls, and flooring is all a pretty shade of blush.
And even though the home seems a little too pristine for their 4 young children, Kanye and Kim insist they kept their family in mind when designing the space. Kanye says, quote, "This house may be a case study, but our vision for it was built around our family. In the end, we don't take it too seriously."
But what do you think of Kim and Kanye's futuristic home? Is there a part that really stands out to you?
I like the idea of that huge master bathroom.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I like the pool. I would use that every day. All right, moving on to this.
There is drama.
These girls are like continuing to stir the pot.
This is ridiculous. Not fair.
That is so frustrating.
I'm tired of feeling like this. I'm literally getting slaughtered.
She's a dramatic bitch.
Oh, blah, blah, blah.
She's crazy. She's emotionally unstable.
It's ridiculous.
You said there's someone here that wasn't here for the right reasons.
No,
You don't think that he was gonna ask you?
Oh boy. Here to break down Monday night's episode of The Bachelor is writer and reporter Jody Guglielmi and the host of The Doctors and former Bachelor himself, Dr. Travis Stork. Welcome.
Good to see you.
Nice for having me. Okay, the episode starts out with Alea drama. She comes back, Peter gives her a rose, and then eliminates her again because the women are very upset. It seems like a lot of the women don't really trust Peter right now. I mean, how is he going to be able to regain the trust here, Travis?
I think he'll be fine. They seem to like him plenty. In fact, they may like him too much. No, look, my wife and I have had a lot of fun watching this season just because there's so much drama. And the good news for him is I think he does a great job of acknowledging when the situation gets out of hand. I really do applaud him. He goes in and acknowledges, I messed up. He calls himself out. He says, I'm going to try to do better, because having been the Bachelor, I will acknowledge that there's no right or wrong way to do things, and a lot's happening at once. And bringing someone back on, that was a bold move.
Yeah.
The reason I was interested to tune in early is because I could not figure out what he was going to do.
Right.
So ultimately, I think he made the right decision. He'll be just fine with the others.
It's one of those things where, yeah, you don't know what's going to happen. And I've never felt more of a sense of he might lose them here. Like, he's losing the crowd. But he acknowledged it and he had remorse. All right, here we go. First rose ceremony, Peter eliminated Deandra. She was completely blindsided, seemingly. Jody, what do you think? How strong was Deandra and Peter's connection compared to the other women?
I mean, we hadn't seen too much of her, so I wasn't surprised to see her go, but I also wanted her to stay because she just seemed like, I don't know, maybe a little bit more stable than some of the other
more
girls.
grounded or something,
Yeah, and so I was like, I saw more of a potential than I see with some of the girls that he did end up keeping.
Yeah, okay, moving forward, they go to Costa Rica, which is a lot of fun. Sydney gets the first one-on-one. They explore the jungle, they get to see waterfalls. They seem to have a really great connection here. Travis, what's your thoughts on Sydney and this connection they have? He did say that she's the best kisser.
I have to admit, I missed that part.
Okay.
But, hey, kissing is huge. So,
the physical chemistry is obviously very much there, and I kind of liked that he said, like, you're a mystery to me. I don't really know you, because as a viewer, I'm like, same. I agree. I don't know you at all. So it was nice to see them kind of bond, but I'm not totally convinced with them. I didn't really feel the emotional connection.
Yeah, it seems surface to me too. Let's move ahead to this. The women go on this group date. They posed for Cosmopolitan magazine. Victoria F was the winner. Ends up making out with Peter, winning the competition. And of course, we know what's happened since then. But do you feel like that Victoria's had this sort of change of heart? I don't know. She seems so much more bold now than at the beginning. Was it an act at the start with this whole shy, I'm afraid of the spotlight?
I think it might be a little bit of an act. I think she was kind of playing like the shy, quiet girl. But then also now they're a couple weeks in, so she could just be a little bit more comfortable with the process. But like, yeah, she was not holding back.
Not at all.
Yeah.
I would add to that, when you first show up and you're on The Bachelor, whether you're The Bachelor or one of the women, it's overwhelming. And a lot of times the individuals who are a little more demure early on will open up over time.
And get comfortable in their skin in that situation.
Right, and that's why early on it's so difficult, because you could very well let someone go who is stable and, quite frankly, a great catch, but maybe she doesn't shine because she is more demure, and it may take a few weeks to come out of the shell.
Well, and it's kind of like Kelly. So let's talk about the Kelly date. I'm not sure if you saw that one, Travis, but basically Kelly she's very mature, and he's kind of not sure where he stands with her. You know, she knows what she wants. She's kind of irked that Peter rewarded the drama. Kelly was initially a front runner, but where do we think she stands now?
So I need to look at pictures, because when there are this many people, I don't know names so well. So
That's Kelly.
That's Kelly.
So basically, Jody, what do you think?
You're like representing like half the guys in the country that watch the show.
When I watch it, it's on and it's entertaining, but it's not as though.
It's a lot of brunettes and a lot of blondes.
You speak for so many people right now.
I think that this was a very real date. I loved how honest Kelly was. When Peter was kind of calling her out for pulling away, she was very much like, yeah, you know what, I did do that. And I was like, that's like, honesty is so important in these situations. And I felt like them being able to kind of confront the issue, now they can move forward, and I'm excited to see where their bond goes.
All right, let's get to the main event here. Serious drama between Kelsey and Tammy. Tammy also had some drama with Sydney and Lachey and Victoria P. Everyone. Started with her allegedly spreading a rumor about Kelsey having a drinking and pill popping problem, and drama ensued. Watch this.
I was concerned because Peter needs to know. Peter needs to know what? I don't bring up anyone to him. I want to talk to him about us. I want to see him tonight. I don't have a rose. I haven't had a one-on-one.
So, like, when I'm with Peter, I literally say, zip, nada. The last thing in my mind to tell him is like, Tammy, Kelsey, I could not want to talk to
But you brought up Alea. He brought up Alea.
He brought up Alea. So don't you ever try me one more time, Tammy.
You shut the
I did it.
There was people in that group date, and you said there's someone here that wasn't here for the right reasons.
No,
you didn't think that he was gonna ask you?
No, I didn't, Tammy.
Somebody yelling?
He asked you.
It's like, I want to know, but I don't want to know.
Yeah, stay out of it is the best. Travis, tell us this. As the Bachelor, from that perspective, do you want to know what's going on in the house, or do you want to just forget that, like, just keep it one-on-one?
First of all, thank God I'm married. I could not do.
He's like, I'm out.
Yeah, right.
I think it's a little bit dangerous if you start to get involved in too much of that drama, because it does affect your opinion, your mood. And honestly, what happens is you go from having fun and getting to know people, and everything becomes so serious. And that's watching that part last night. It was so dramatic and everything was so serious that it no longer looked like anyone was enjoying their experience. And not getting, it was no longer getting to know each other, because everything was just damage control, and all that infighting, all it does is it if you're one of those women, you're taking your eye off the prize. If you want to be with Peter at the end, all of that fighting, all it does is it just distracts not only you, but more importantly him.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to go sit down and have a conversation with you about the other women and your problems with the other women.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
off-putting and it's not a good look.
Well, it seems like he really wants to get through it because he cancels the cocktail party and then goes straight to the rose ceremony, where McKenna and Tammy actually do something that usually is not done. They interrupt the rose ceremony to talk to him. Jody, what did you think of this tactic?
I mean, by that point, I was so over the drama that I was like, can you guys just stay still? I kind of understood maybe why Tammy would want to do it because her name had been thrown around a little bit. But McKenna, come on. I was like, girl. And again, the other girls weren't pleased, so now she's making enemies, so there's going to be more drama. I didn't like it.
And I just need to throw out there, I enjoyed the cocktail parties that we had back in Paris many, many years ago, but Peter must throw one hell of a cocktail party because there are some really upset women that they didn't have
when they don't have it.
I'm like, man, I want to go to that cocktail party.
Next level.
Can I get a rose?
Well, Travis, luckily your Bachelor days are way behind you. So tell us what's going on the season of The Doctors.
Season 12 of The Doctors. Look, I can't even begin to describe the emotions, the 12 years of doing this show. Just talking about things that really matter in health and wellness, and also really cool starting my own podcast. And it's going to be, it's going to be The Doctors podcast with me as the host, and so the chance to dig a little bit deeper. Health, wellness. I always say my goal in life now is, and I've been through so much over 15 years, never thought I'd be on TV. I was The Bachelor, yes. People know me as The Bachelor. They know me as the host of The Doctors, but with the podcast, I'm excited to really let people get to know the part of me that isn't on TV.
I love it. I love listening to podcasts, so I'll be tuning in.
Thank you.
No pressure.
Very critical.
Thank you for letting me be a part of this process of analyzing.
Yes.
This is also talking about important things.
We are taking
right now.
a look at our question of the day. We've been asking you if you think Tammy should have gone home after Monday night's Drama Fest. Let's see what you're tweeting. Yes, stay in your lane. I was surprised. I really liked Tammy in this episode.
Yeah, kind of tanked all.
Yeah, she took a real turn.
It really did. All right, thank you so much, both of you, for stopping by. Yeah, a lot of fun.
Coming up tomorrow, guys, Huey Lewis's new album, Weather, drops on Valentine's Day. He is telling us all about that.
Plus, Alexa Chung and Tan France are here sharing all the details on their new Netflix series, Next in Fashion. They were a blast. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Bye, guys.